Hi everyone, my name is Brittany of BrittanyJJones.com, and in this video we are going to be starting a two-part sewing series to sewing our own loungewear. So in this video we're going to make the top, and in the next video we will sew the pants to complete our set. And I'm going to be following along with Simplicity 90-20. I'm going to make view A and view C on this pattern. I will be sewing these garments using the new HUSQVARNA Viking Designer Epic 2, and along the way I'm going to be sharing some of my favorite features like the integrated dual feed. The dual feed allows for both of the layers of your fabric to go through the machine evenly, so there's no need for a walking foot, and that's going to be perfect because we're going to be using knit to sew our loungewear set. This is also the perfect time to add some designs, some initials, just be creative with your loungewear. So I do want to mention the My Sew Knit library. It is filled with thousands of embroidery designs that you can save to your My Sew Knit cloud, that you can upload to your embroidery software, or if your machine has Wi-Fi capabilities, using your phone or tablet, you can send a design directly from the library to your machine and you can start stitching. So go ahead and cut out your pattern pieces for view A and we can get started sewing. To begin sewing our top, the first thing that we're going to do is put our front and back right sides facing and pin along our shoulder seam. Go ahead and line up your notches and pin in place. All right, now that we have it pinned, we're going to head to the machine. We can go ahead and stitch it in place. And for the stitch, I'm going to be using a narrow zigzag stitch. So let's go ahead and stitch our shoulder seams in place now. Again, for this project, I am using a narrow zigzag stitch. My length is set at a 2.5 and my width is at a 1.0. The integrated dual feed, it will keep my knit layers together, perfectly bringing them through as I'm sewing, eliminating the need for a walking foot. So I'm going to go ahead and engage it now. Now that we have our shoulders sewn, you can see I've also finished them off with my serger, and I've pressed my seams going toward the back. Now we can put this to the side and go ahead and grab our neckband piece. So with right sides facing, go ahead and fold your neckband, matching up the notches that you transferred, and we're going to stitch along the center back seam at a 5/8 of an inch seam allowance. So let's go ahead and do that now. Now that we have the neckband center back seam sewn, we can go ahead and press it open. Now that we have it pressed, we're going to fold our neckband with wrong sides facing. So let's fold it in half like so. And let's go ahead and give it a press, again making sure that we have the wrong sides facing. Now that we have the neckband pressed, we can go ahead and pin it to the neckline. So with right sides facing, I'm going to line up my notches along the back, making sure that I have raw edges even, and I'm going to pin in place. Now that we have our neckband pinned on, we can go to the machine and we can stitch it in place. First, we're going to stitch it at a 3/8 of an inch seam allowance, and then we're going to move over a 1/4 of an inch and stitch it again within the seam allowance. So let's go ahead and stitch it in place now. I'm going to do my stitch first at a 3/8 of an inch, and then I'm just going to finish it off with my serger. So let's go ahead and stitch our neckband in place now. Now that we have our neckband sewn on, now we can go ahead and do some top stitching close to the seam right here along the neckline. So you can use a straight stitch, you can use a zigzag stitch, you can use a twin needle if you have it, but let's just go ahead and do a top stitch right here along this neckline. That will keep our seam allowance nice and flat on the inside of our shirt. So let's go ahead and do that now. All right, now that we have top stitched along our neckline, now we can go ahead and start working on the sleeves. All right, before we attach the sleeve, I do want to show you I've gone ahead and finished off my seam allowances. I didn't trim anything off. The reason why I went ahead and finished it is because once we sew in the sleeve, then we're gonna be putting the entire side seams right sides facing, and we're gonna stitch it down in a continuous stitch. And sometimes it's kind of hard to go back and finish off your seam allowance once you have your sleeves installed like this. So I just like to go ahead and do mine separate. So you should have transferred a circle that's going to match up with your shoulder seam, and you should also have a notch. So you want to match that up to your sleeve and go ahead and pin in place. You should have transferred a large circle. We're going to stop pinning there. So put a pin in right at the large circle. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pin my other sleeve in the same exact way. Then we're going to go to the machine and we're going to stitch between the large circles. Make sure that you back stitch at the beginning and the end, and let's go ahead and stitch our sleeve in place at a 5/8 of an inch seam allowance. Now that we have our shoulders sewn in, we can go ahead and put our top right sides facing, and we're going to pin down our side seam. All right, now that you have your side seam and your underarm seam sewn, we can go to the machine and we can stitch it in place at a 5/8 of an inch seam allowance. I do want to note that when you are sewing your sleeve, you want to sew to your small dot and backstitch there. Then you're going to cut your threads. You want to move your seam allowances over and begin stitching right back at that small dot down the remainder of your side seam. So let's go ahead and stitch our side seam and sleeve seam in place now. Now that we have our sleeves and side seams sewn together, the final step for us to do are our hems. So the hem allowance for our top is 2 1/4, and the hem allowance for the sleeves is 1 1/4. So we can go ahead and press that up along our sleeves 1 1/4 and give that a good press. We can do the same for the hem. We're going to press up 2 1/4 inches. Give that a press, and then we can go to the machine and we can stitch it in place. If you have a twin needle, this would be a great time to pull that out to go ahead and stitch it in place. Or if you have a cover stitch machine, or after you have it pressed up, you can just stitch 1/4 inch away from the raw edge and then stitch again from there 1/4 inch all the way around. So you have some options for your hems. I'm going to go ahead and press my hem up now and go ahead and finish off my hems for the top as well as for the sleeve. All right, once you have completed your hems, you can see I finished mine off with a twin needle. So I did the hems of my sleeve as well as the hem of my top with the twin needle. I'm going to go ahead and give it a good press, and I am all done with my loungewear top. Thank you all so much for joining me for this video to sewing our loungewear top. Be sure to come back for the next video where we sew our pants and we complete our set. Until then, blessings everyone. Bye.